to our newest video here in the JNT Show. We already did our Rumble review. If you want to go check that out, our link is down there.
You better check that out if you want to.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the problem with the Rumble. It was...
The problem with the booking.
The booking of the Rumble hurt the winner of the Rumble.
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns.
We haven't seen that one before. It's not like last year was like a catastrophe or anything. Roman Reigns winning after a very underwhelming Rumble. And once again, WWE decides that the Royal Rumble, their biggest match of the year, it's going to become the place where they show that they have no, they are out of touch with the fans want. Most of the fans. I'm not saying all. Yeah, everybody hates Reigns. Yeah, everybody wanted Ryan.
Let's clear the fact that this wasn't
Roman Reigns
Batista situation.
Yeah,
it was
Roman
like
Reigns is over.
70-60%.
Roman Reigns is very well liked. Yeah. But Daniel Bryan, at the end of the day, he's the most over guy, most beloved guy, most universally, cheer, pop guy in the match.
Yeah.
And the company right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yet you decide to have him eliminated before the half of the match, and then Big Show and Kane decide to, eliminate the guys that everybody likes. Yeah. Bray, Ziggler, Ryback, Ziggler, Ambrose, and then you have a
Wyatt.
And like I said, so lazy.
Yeah.
So lazy booking, and Reigns wins. Rusev tries to come in, still gets tossed in less than 30 seconds. Roman Reigns wins. The crowd has been booing him for the entire match. Is it fair?
I'll tell you what, and you know me, and I'm not the kind of guy that, whines and complains about creative or has a lot of, I'm not, I usually don't get upset. Yeah, I usually don't get upset with creative, unless there's something that big like last year. I mean, it was like, Batista won, but he shouldn't have won last year. But this year, I feel different because Reigns does deserve it, even though Bryan could still deserve it. We did this in the prediction video, and I told you that I was okay if Bryan, Reigns, or Orton won. I was okay with that because they are the three people, the three superstars that could win it and would make sense.
But the problem with this,
I don't have a problem with Bryan not winning. What I do have a problem is that the way he got eliminated, it's like, yes. The elimination was good. Yeah. Okay, I mean, the elimination was good and the right guy
guys.
Did it. Yeah. But I would have preferred if that elimination would have meant something for the future. It's like, for example, 2003, Shawn Michaels got screwed by Chris Jericho, and that ended in a WrestleMania match. Something like that.
I don't want to see Bray versus Bryan.
No, yes, I know.
Yeah, but that's my point. If they're going to build out of this to a match, it's a match we saw last year. It's a match we saw how it ended cleanly on Monday.
Yeah.
And is this the match the WWE Universe wants?
Yeah, I mean, if they would have done something like building a never-before-seen match for, WrestleMania, for example, let's say that Dean Ambrose was heel, and he was a very, hot heel. So he eliminates Bryan, and they have a program until WrestleMania. Okay, I get it. That's what they're aiming for. But it was like so out of the blue. And it was so shocking. That it was like, that quick?
And then, boo.
It was, Bryan was in the ring for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I get they're trying to save him, but that's bullshit. Come on. He's wrestled twice last week, and this week he had a long match against Bryan.
Yeah.
I didn't get the booking with Bryan. Why do you have to eliminate him in the middle of... No, not even in the middle. Before the middle of the Rumble.
Yeah.
And you have Reigns.
Having in mind that he came out number 10.
Yeah, like Reigns, also the victory is so predictable.
Yeah.
He was, when they came to the last, three, it apparently was... Rusev was under the ring, but it was Big Show and Kane. We turned to each other and we were like, the finish, right?
Yeah.
The finish.
It's going to be a handicap
Ambrose
match
is going to get thrown out, and he was in a very stupid way.
In the same stupid way that got Ziggler and Bray Wyatt out of the match.
So, I hated those. But anyways, we knew from the beginning, we're going to see, Kane and Big Show, they're going to try to toss each other, they're going to try to choke each other, and that's when Reigns eliminates them.
Yeah.
Exactly
then we saw them get it back in, attack Reigns. We saw the great Raw comeback. And we thought that Reigns had already won, but then people started chanting, "We won Rusev," and we're like,
Rusev comes out.
Yeah, that was like, why would they chant for Rusev?
He's like,
and then he comes in, and it was like, oh, right, he didn't get eliminated.
Spear toss him out.
Yeah.
And then we have a winner.
Okay.
That's when it gets interesting.
Yeah.
The people are booing. The Rock gets in, gives him a hug, raises his arm, and
They're
the people still booing. And The Rock is like...
I mean, they cheer The Rock, but boo Reigns.
Yeah. And The Rock is like surprising. Like, why are you booing him? I guess The Rock hasn't seen Raw in a long time.
But I'll tell you what. The final two was one of the right
I would have
choices.
liked... But
the fact is that the final four was so damn wrong. It was like, I mean, the final five. Let's do the final five: Ambrose, Reigns, Wyatt, Ziggler, and Rusev. Oh, and you can add there Cesaro there. You know, you have 6 superstars that should have been right in the end. Not Big Show, not Kane. They're so far past their prime they
You
can't
told
even
me,
see it.
even if they were, even in their prime, they would have won.
Yeah, even in their primes, they're not the superstars that should main event WrestleMania
Yeah.
like that.
And then, like I said, so wrong with the booking.
Yeah.
They did not help Reigns at all.
Yeah.
And tomorrow on Raw, he's gonna get booed.
Yeah,
And
they're
gonna wonder why we did nothing wrong. Brian was in the Rumble. He
That
was
was
there
not
for
the point.
5 minutes.
Yeah, that
5
was
minutes
not
and
the
got
point.
eliminated in the most
Yeah.
stupid way possible.
That was not the point. I would have preferred Daniel Bryan to come in at number 1, being
Yeah.
eliminated at number 22, and have Reigns enter number 25.
Yeah, no, 27,
Something
28.
like-
I would have
yeah.
kept them apart as long as possible. But yeah,
Yeah.
they waited 2 minutes. Oh yeah, 2 minutes after the biggest disappointment or an elimination of the match, and then you have Reigns, the guy that creative of pushing. Naturally, they're gonna boo. Is it fair? No. The boos are directed at creative, but the guy they're pushing, the creative is
Yeah.
pushing, is Reigns. So obviously, the fans are gonna be upset.
Yeah,
I heard boos after, even in the after show.
yeah. At the start of the after show, yeah. Now, I'll say this, and we heard that when Reigns came out, there was almost no reaction. I don't know if that, at least not
They
the
were
reaction
still
he usually gets.
They were still deflated.
Yeah,
but,
they were still, I think, shocked out of Bryan. They were still trying to digest it. But when he won, we
they're-
heard boos all along.
But
every time Reigns had the upper hand, it was the center of the match, there were boos. But when Reigns won, we heard a pop, a
little
light pop,
a light pop, and then boos started.
and then the boos. And it was like, well, at least it's not Batista bad.
Yeah.
But,
Still
it's
bad.
still bad for the fans. Now, I don't get the fact that, I mean, Batista was like, I'm not going to say an outsider because he was WWE,
He's a little guy. Yeah.
but it was like he came out like,
No,
he returned like 2 weeks ago and he won the Rumble. It was like, what?
Week ago, technically.
Yeah.
6 days before.
Yeah, and he hadn't been in WWE since 2010. So this is not the same case. I mean, Reigns has been busting his butt for 2 years. Even if he's not, the one that excels the most out of the Shield members, but he still excels, and he does a great job at it.
But he was not the guy that people wanted to see win.
Yeah, we don't know that. Like I told you.
The boos didn't tell you which one.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that was a smart crowd. I want to see Reigns.
They're gonna boo him.
I want to see
They're
Reigns
gonna boo
in
him.
another city that's not a smart crowd. How the people are going to react.
They're gonna boo him if they're gonna boo him. I already see this. Brian got screwed. I'm not saying, oh no, he got screwed. No.
Do you think people are going to get over it?
No.
Do you think it's going to be the same situation
boos
as
are
last
gonna-
year?
The boos are gonna carry on with Reigns.
Well, what I do know is that there's no chance.
Yeah, they're gonna.
And this is not a knock on Brian or Reigns.
Do you think
there's no chance WWE is going to change
Do you
anything.
think, yeah, I know they'll have to wait until it's another crowd,
Yeah.
more crowd, but do you think they're going to, at least carry with him the boos until WrestleMania?
I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to be boos.
I think,
But I don't think it's going to be like 100% boos. It's going to be 60-40.
I think people are going to go, but that's still bad.
I think it's going to be a mixed reaction.
Reigns was until until Thursday was over. Like 100% of the people cheered. Now it's 60-40, 50-50.
You know why I'm saying that he's not going to be booed all the way? Because there were still some pops there.
But still, it's not enough for a guy that's supposed to be stop the beast.
You remember, for example, Survivor Series 1996. You had Shawn Michaels in New York City being booed out of the building, and he was the face. But that's a smart crowd. However, the weeks passed on, and you heard, because I'm watching the 1997 Raws, so I still saw Shawn Michaels, he was still being booed. He got mixed reactions. But in New York, he got 100% boost.
But Reigns is not Shawn Michaels. He doesn't have the ability or the charisma to turn it around.
Yeah.
He's going to be now entering a feud.
And
he's going to be entering a feud with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, one of the best talkers
And
in
you
the
know
business.
that WrestleMania is a smart crowd.
Yeah, they're going to boo him.
They're going to boo him.
They're going to boo him.
At WrestleMania.
And-
But I don't know. I think he has a lot more chances than Batista to get at least a little
He's
support.
gonna be here every single day, every single date, but he's gonna get booed.
Yeah.
Is it fair?
No, I don't think so.
Is it gonna happen?
Could be. I think most probably.
I think the Bulls are gonna
Most probably
are gonna come with him to WrestleMania.
But what I think is that he has the chance to overtake that situation, and
Depends.
And
It depends with what
I'm
they're
not
doing.
saying people are gonna get 100% behind him because again, it's not Roman Reigns, it's the booking.
They're gonna.
But I think people are gonna,
they're gonna go behind Brendan Bryan again. They're
Yeah,
gonna.
could be.
This is
But-
gonna raise his cheers.
But the main event this year, they're not gonna change it. There's no way they're gonna change it. I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Have fun, game.
However,
Have fun
what,
getting booed.
what the doubt that I have is, what will they do with Daniel Bryan?
It doesn't matter if they don't change the match. I guarantee you from right now, and this is gonna be a prediction that's based in the mind and not in the heart. He's gonna get booed. Smart crowd.
You have to admit that comes from the mind and the heart.
Yeah, but that crowd at WrestleMania, international fans. This is not. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Omaha or we're gonna go to Washington to
Or Iowa.
Iowa. This is an international, smart, die-hard fan crowd, and they're gonna boo Reigns.
Yes, they very well be. But I don't know. Brock versus Reigns
I'm gonna choose-
sounds good, but under the context
Yeah,
of the situation, it's like
this is not gonna help Reigns.
it's not going to be 100%. The people are not going to be 100% behind
Are
this
you gonna
match.
be cheering for Reigns
Obviously,
going forward
yes.
at WrestleMania versus Brock?
Yes. I'm a fan of his. Like I said, I usually don't complain about booking as long as it makes sense. And for me, this makes sense. Far away from the fact that the people love Bryan more than anybody else. But from a booking standpoint, for me, it makes sense because he's a rising star.
No.
He's so over,
He
outside of...
he doesn't need the title, the title match at Mania.
Who?
Bryan. He doesn't.
Well,
need the
Bryan
match.
doesn't need it. I mean, he could have it. It's like Stone Cold didn't need the title match in 2001, but it was the right thing to do.
Exactly.
Business-wise.
That's my thing.
But the thing is,
Bryan
that-
should have won because that's what the fans want.
could be.
This is why
but
I'm gonna cheer Bryan and I'm gonna boo Reigns. Not because I'm a whiner, because I'm the customer. I'm right. I want Bryan at the main event of WrestleMania again. They're not gonna give it to me, so I'm gonna boo.
But again,
This is not Reigns' fault.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm booing him
I
because
know.
he represents creative.
we're fans of Reigns.
He represents creative, so I'm gonna boo the guy that creative
but
wants.
that's what I'm saying. You have the right to boo him.
Yeah.
But what if people, for example, the casual fans, not the
gonna boo.
smart fans,
They follow the smart crowds.
not necessarily.
They
There
fo-
was people, like I said,
they
in a
follow,
smart crowd.
They follow smart crowd. What
Listen,
happened?
in a smart crowd where you have like the Stone Cold in terms of pop in this generation being eliminated, and he still got a few cheers. I mean, that's got to
Yeah,
come
but
from
you know
something.
that the casual fans follow the trend, and if the trend is for tonight, tomorrow, and the week after at Taboo, they're gonna catch on and they're gonna continue to boo.
It could be. It could
And-
be. Now,
and
one thing is for certain: tomorrow night is must-watch Raw.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, what do you think? Is it fair for Roman Reigns to get booed? Are you cheering Bryan, booing Reigns, or you cheering?
Are
both?
you okay with the booking of Bryan? And I mean Reigns winning.
No. Yes and no. Anyways, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe, like, share this video. And that's pretty much it, guys. Have a great day, great night, and we'll see you for Raw, okay? Bye.
Bye.